This is for you girls who think like, oh, this is perfect. I'll use this to wash my whole body. Yes, except do not use this to clean your delicates. So you know what I mean by your delicates, your undercarriage. Do not use this because I would not recommend putting something like this in there to clean it, okay? Just FYI, get your pH balance soap and use it there, not this. Hey guys, it's me, Christina Marie. Today we are going to be reviewing some bathing products. Yes, I said that correct. This is the Spongelle. I believe that's how it's spelled, Spongelle. This is a cherry tonka musk. That's sorry. That is the fragrance, cherry tonka musk. This is a body wash infused buffer. We're going to open it up and look what it looks like. But first, let's go ahead and read this one before we get there. This is the same company. This is Salted Rose. This is a mani-pedi treatment set. Yes, I said mani-pedi treatment set that we're going to use in the shower. We're going to do this later on this evening when I'm taking off my makeup and I get in the shower. We all know that the salons, a lot of salons are closed. So if you can do your mani-pedis at home, and God knows I definitely need one, why not? Okay, so this cleanses, exfoliates, softens, and hydrates. It is a 7+ washes each buffer. Okay, so let's open it up and see what they look like, see what they smell like. This is, the box is pretty darn big. I mean, look, the box is huge, right? This is, oh. Well, I will say one thing. The fragrance is very strong, which is a good thing because, like, if you're going to be spending money on, to me, this is just like a hard loofah. If you're going to be spending your money on something like this, you do want the fragrance to be, like, intoxicating. So this says here, it cleanses, exfoliates, hydrates, and massages. It is a body wash plus buffer. It is dermatology tested, and the directions just say, place sponge under the water, squeeze to absorb, massage in circular motions to clean skin. Squeeze out excess water after using. Look, I haven't even opened it and it is super strong. Cherry tonka musk. That's a good one because it's definitely musk. Not a bad musk. Definitely a strong musk. But I could see where they would say cherry. So I guess the description of the fragrance is accurate. That's what that looks like. I'll show you guys later in the shower. Let's go ahead and open up this one because I would think that you guys are like a body wash infused buffer. Okay, but I think this one would be more intriguing for you girls out there. Okay, so it looks like it comes in 2 parts here. And it's the same type. It looks like a loofah, just like a hard loofah. I don't know, or is it? Or it's like a plastic, a hard plastic. Okay, so look, the yin and the yang, or whatever that's called. And this smells so good. Like, this one smells different than this one. Oh, they smell like fresh cotton. What is that fragrance that you get at Bath & Body Works? Cotton something. They smell so refreshing and so like fresh linens, or they smell so good. Fresh soap. I don't know. So how are we supposed to use this? Buffer side to exfoliate. After use, squeeze out excess water. Okay, just like the same one. So the buffer side. Oh, okay, my bad. Even though I tell you it smells like fresh linens, it really does. It does state here that it has sunflower seed oil, but it also states that it has peppermint in it, which you would think it smells like peppermint, and it totally doesn't. It has its your sulfates, your glycerins, your water, all the goody good stuff. It does not smell like peppermint. So I will see you guys in a second, or in a few hours, in the shower. Okay guys, let's get this video started. I am in the shower. I'm gonna open up this body wash infused buffer. The water is still warming up, so don't think, oh, you're wasting water, Christina. Because I got that in my last video I did in the shower. Okay, here we go. It says just to wet it. But let's see here. It's hard to squeeze. It's hard. Oh, but it's getting soft. Place sponge underwater, squeeze to absorb. Okay, so let's do that again. Okay, so you really have to squeeze it hard. I would say the first time, because the more you can squeeze it, the more water is absorbed into it, and then it becomes soft. Let's see here. Wow, this feels like it's really gonna clean my skin, like super, super good. Look how soapy it got. It got like super, super soapy. So I do feel like it exfoliates, but it also feels like it kind of like exfoliates with a little bit of like scratching. It feels great actually when you do it like back here, or you really want to like, okay, you guys remember these things, right? Let me show you. These type of exfoliators, there's ones that are hard. So this is a little bit softer than what this would be. This is like that cushion one, you know? But there are ones that are like that natural material, loofahs. I don't remember what they're actually called. Kind of how this feels. Okay, so the more that it absorbs the water, the softer it actually becomes, because I'm doing it on my arm now. It doesn't really feel like it originally felt when I did it on my arm or my chest. It does feel like it scrubs, but it gets a little bit softer. And it still feels like it scratches just a little, but it's just more like a deep clean. This feels good. I almost feel like I could actually use this on my face a little bit and it'd be great exfoliator. Feels absolutely great on the legs, I will say that. This, I could honestly, let me take off the little mustache I have in camera. This honestly, I would say would help with cellulite, because as I'm doing it on the legs, it can get like, you can really get in there and exfoliate and kind of like bring that blood flow up to the legs, to the skin, to the top layer of the skin. You can feel it, it's really nice. When I say that, I mean like, look, like you can see, it has, the flower design is awesome because you can grip it like this, but you can see that you can just get in there and really, really work your leg and that cellulite really, really good. Okay, so like I was saying, a lot of times when you do that to your leg, when you really massage into your skin, into your leg, especially where the cellulite is, a lot of times it will go away because you're bringing the blood flow up to the top layer of the skin. You know, sometimes people can even get cellulite like right here, so just work it. You know, and then after you get out of the shower and put your lotion on, use it as you put your lotion on and then use like your hand or a brush, the back of a brush, to do like that patting motion. So you take your brush and you go like that, and it kind of even brings more blood flow up to the skin. This feels fantastic, especially, well, actually it feels fantastic all over, but especially on my back. Feels great. Just look how it really can get to your back and how it gets further down your back. I don't know if you guys ever have a hard time washing your back, but I do. But I do like that it can extend and it's still really rough. You guys can see how my skin turns red right there. You see? From the scrubbing, which is great. Look at that. Bring that blood flow up. Bring that blood flow up. This is for you girls who think like, oh, this is perfect. I'll use this to wash my whole body. Yes, except do not use this to clean your delicates. So you know what I mean by your delicates, your undercarriage. Do not use this, because I would not recommend putting something like this in there to clean it, okay? Just FYI, get your pH balanced soap and use it there, not this. And then I believe you're just supposed to lay it so it will dry in a dry spot. So I'm gonna lay it over here on the side. Okay, I think this is the one that you're most excited about, is the pedicure, the mani pedi treatment. Okay, so that's why I think they come with two, because it can be used for your hands and your feet. So I think, you know, one is for the hands. I think this would be for the hands, because I don't know how you're gonna figure out which one exfoliates. I don't know, it could be for the feet, both could be for the hands and feet, but I'm gonna use this one for sure that has the white scrub on this side for the feet. So I'm gonna take you guys down to see my feet, and we're gonna see what this feels like. First, we're gonna put the water in it. Intoxicating. So it's really hard like that other one. I think because it's smaller, there we go. You have to push it a little bit harder. It's more dense. You guys can see the soap that popped up right there. Look at that. Okay, so let's take you down to my feet. Okay, so that's scrubbed. That scrubs, but it's not like super abrasive. It feels just kind of like a softer pumice stone. And then it's supposed to go onto the other side. Or actually, maybe I was supposed to do this side first because this side seems to lather better. So you wash it, and then you're supposed to scrub it. Let's do, whoa. Let's do the other one. Look how much soap is on my hand. Okay, so we're supposed to wash. This is the one that has a lot of skin, dry skin. So we're washing it, right? And then we're gonna do the scrub. Yeah, the scrub is obviously much harder. You can tell the difference what side is what. It's not too hard, like I was saying. Feels like it's just enough to kind of like get a little bit of that skin to soften. All right, and we're done. That's what it looks like. We're gonna put it to the side to let it dry. This one doesn't get like soft all the way through. Feels like it just gets soft on the outside, and that's kind of good because we want this to stay rougher. Okay guys, so I just used it, the Mani Pedi under my arms because I feel like I love the fragrance. And when I was noticing that my hands are like infused with that fragrance, that it smells like cotton, fresh linens. It smells so clean, right? And even though I like the bigger one, I like this fragrance more. And the fact that it had that little bit harder scrub on it. And I know I haven't shaved, and I know it's TMI, but I feel like you use so many antiperspirants in your arm that sometimes like your pores can get clogged. So I used it to like declog or to scrape off any of that extra deodorant, antiperspirant. And it's also, I think, maybe going to infuse that fragrance into my armpit. So let's smell. Yeah. My armpits smell amazing. I will say that. So I'm gonna dry off my body. We're gonna look at my feet, and I will be right back. So the other one, the large one, the body scrub, like I don't smell the infusion in my skin like I do with the other one. So this is the bottom of my foot, and as you guys can see right here, like you can see like the skin is still dry, right? And on my heel, you guys can see that it's still, oh, sorry, I was walking on the floor. Picked up dirt on the floor, oh my gosh. But you can see right here, like it's still rough, right? So, okay, as far as my skin, oh, it's hot in this house because we have the heater on. As far as my skin, like my skin, it feels fine. It feels like I'm super clean, honestly. But it doesn't feel like I'm so clean where your skin starts to get that super tightness. And, you know, kind of like when you use a traditional loofah, like the one that I was talking about, the natural loofah. I'll post a picture of it right here. Kind of like when you use that, you feel like you really scraped your skin, like you really almost cut your skin, scratched it so hard. This doesn't really feel like that. It feels like it leaves almost like a powdery substance afterwards. Like once you've dried, it feels like I'm not, how should I, it's really, really hard to explain. Here's my arm, right? So it feels like It's really clean, but it's a tad bit soft. Okay, so I realized the first time me using this that the lighting was horrible. So I'm gonna do it another time. And it's nice to see what it feels like the second time using it, because it's totally different. So it's been sitting on the side drying, right? And look, now I can squish it, but you can actually feel that soap like smack dab in the middle. It's kind of hard still a little bit in the middle, but the edges and the top and the bottom, they're soft. You can see that. And you can see how it won't squish as easily in the middle. So let's try it again. And what I was mentioning to you guys is, check it out. Like, it's a perfect design because you get to put your fingers in it like this. Perfect, perfect design. The smell is very strong on this, but is it going to like infuse my body like the other one did? You know what, guys? I actually like this better on day 2. I feel like it really scrubs, and it's a little bit less abrasive on day 2. Like day 1, it felt good, but it felt a lot more tough than this, kind of like that hard loofah that I was talking about. And we're gonna wash the underarms to see if the smell stays there, kind of like how the other one did, the mani-pedi did, even though it's not really designed for the underarms. I do like that this really does feel like it can scrub. And look, look how look at that, how much lather comes off of it. So when you scrub and scrub, right, you can just see it, like, look at that, like, oh my goodness. So I'm gonna take you guys down to my legs as well. And no, I'm not wasting water, I'm actually in the water. So, like I was saying, check it out. All you have to do is dip it back into the water if you feel like you want more of a lather. But look, I mean, I can't tell you how great this feels when washing. Like, it really, really super, super gets into your skin. Okay, so I'm actually gonna use this all over my body, and then we're gonna smell what we smell like afterward. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on the side. It still has a lot of that hard soap that you can feel inside. It still has a lot of soap in it. So we're just gonna lay it to the side to dry. Now we're gonna go with the mani-pedi. Actually, the mani-pedi is different. Okay, so now you really get to feel the scrub part of it, but it's not, look, so it doesn't squish like that other one. And the reason that it doesn't squish like the other one is because this one needs to be hard to push up against the skin. That's what I would assume. That is all hardened soap in there. So we wet it and we wash our hands. So this is for the hands, guys. Scrubbing our hands clean. I can see if you have really, really dirty hands, this would be nice. Now let's go back down to the feet. This would actually be nice to even put there by your soap. You know, when you wash your hands, just to lay it there so you can wash your hands, and they're infused with this fragrance. We're gonna actually take a little bit more time using this. The bottom of my foot, you see how it's dark? So I'm gonna wash it with this. Which, this one kind of feels more like it glides. The soap part of it, just like a washcloth. This part, to me, now on the second time me using it, feels like a washcloth. Now, I turned off the water because I don't want to be wasting any water, since I'm not washing my hair or my body like I was with the bigger one. Okay, so this one, like I said, feels like a washcloth. Now let's go and flip it over. That actually gets softer on the top. Flip it over to the scrub side. So like I was saying before, it still feels like a pumice stone, a smooth pumice stone. You can feel that there is a lot of soap in here. Like, this would last you for a long time. At least that's what it feels like. Because it is hard in that middle. So this is cleaning the feet, then taking it over once again and scrubbing. This one has so much more left in it because look, it doesn't squish down as much. You know what, guys? We might as well open the other one to see if it's the same, if it's all hard, what it is. What is it? Is it different? See, it's the same thing. It's all hard. Let's go ahead and just wet it. I would say don't wet it in cold water. It's much harder to absorb in cold water. Okay, so you wet it and then you just squeeze to kind of break it up. And look, even some of the soap, you see that? These little balls come out of it. So we don't want the soap to come out of it. We want it to be wet enough where the soap stays in it. I think the best thing for these type of devices is to lay it in a bowl or something of soap instead of what I'm doing. I'm putting it under the water and squeezing. I feel if I laid it in a bowl, it would be a little bit better. Oh, okay, wait. So even on the white one, I don't know why they do this on the white one. On the white one, like this is nice and smooth, and then this is the rough side. They should have it a color so you would know the difference, but yeah, it's exactly like the other one. So you just kind of soap up and then scrub. Okay, you guys are back with me. So these two are identical. Like I was mentioning before, I didn't know if this one here was all for like the hands and this one was for the feet, but no, they're both because this one has, I don't know if you can even tell. You can't really even tell on camera because white on white, but when you wet it, you'll see the difference from one side to the other. One side's more smooth, one side is more textured, and obviously this is what the textured looks like. I would honestly, you could do what I did. So I put it in warm water. Don't put it in cold water because I learned that it doesn't really absorb as quick. Put it in warm water and squeeze gently, but squeeze down like this. Don't squeeze like that on these because I feel like you lose a lot of the soap. I think that if you have a bowl or something and you lay it in warm water for like 45 seconds and pull it out, I think that would be the best for these two. You guys can see, but we'll see what my feet look like afterwards. And when it comes to the other one, you guys can see it's still really, really soapy. I did turn off the water because I don't want to be wasting water. I'll let you guys know, does my body smell like this? Is it infused? You know what? I wonder if I could even like, let's see here. I wonder if I could put some of the fragrance in my hair. Now I will say one thing, like my husband loved this fragrance. Him and I do not agree on fragrances. I am more of a, like a floral, mostly citrus type of person. And he's more of a musk. And this one did have the musk. I'll show you his text message that he sent me. But he loved this. He was like, oh my gosh, do they have a perfume like that? I was like, oh, no. Okay, so I am a hot mess. I just got out of the shower. I'm going to put you guys down right here. There we go. Star Wars. Anyways, let's feel the arms. So my arms, and I think because today I took my time showering and yesterday I was kind of like rush. Today I took my time on my feet and my body, right? I feel like my skin is soft, honestly. I feel like I put a moisturizer on my skin. Let me feel my belly. No, you're not going to see my belly. Yeah, and it does have like that glide of like a powdery substance, but when you really, it's like, you know how a finely milled powder has that, like when you wipe your hand across it, it's like, it just smooth, right? Like it just like silky. That's kind of how the top feels, but then when you push the skin like this, so the top feels like that slide, but then when you push on the skin, you feel like it's a little bit of a, like a moisturizer on there. Does it smell? Yep, it smells like, so I'm not over intoxicating, I could say, with the smell. I'm not like, ooh, it's so strong. Kind of like the one that you use for your feet, the Pedi one. That one, it was super strong in the smell that it was like infused in your skin. This one, it's in my skin. Like I have that musk, that fragrance. It's cherry musk or something like that. I have that fragrance. It's just not as strong. Now I will say my hands, from washing my hands feel normal. They feel normal, but they have that smell. Now let's go to the feet, because I know you guys are really wondering about the feet. So like I was mentioning yesterday, I was more in a rush washing my body. It's like boom, 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 you know, and today I took more of my time because I really wanted to give this a good shot of it working better, because yesterday it worked, but it didn't work as good on my feet as it should have. So let's go ahead and look at my feet. This is my feet. You guys can see right here on my foot. I still have like that dry. This looks better. Over here, yeah, still a little dry right here, but this looks better from yesterday. Still a little bit of darkness. So let's see if I can smell my feet. No, I'm not as flexible as I used to be when I was younger, but let's see if I can pick up my foot that high. Belly fat. That's as far down as I can get. Look, if you guys can smell your feet, good for you, but I can't get that far anymore. I would think that they smell good because my hands have that fragrance in them. We forgot to smell the underarms. So let me put you guys down and let's smell the other arm. So I think it's the same thing. You just have a slight hint of that smell in your underarms versus when I used the Pedi in my underarms and it was super strong. But I think my feet look better than they did yesterday. I think that I scrubbed off more dead skin. I think, honestly, if you use this every day in the shower, that your skin would look great. Your feet would look great. Personally, I think that when you are done with all the soap in the loofah, I really think that you can use it over and over with your own body wash. So that's a plus. You get if you buy it, and I don't know if I can find any links. If I can find links to these products, I'll put them down below. But if you buy it, I would think, okay, I got to use it at its most potent when it has the most product in it, and then when I'm done using it, I can still keep it and use it as a shower loofah. You know, I think that's a great positive. I don't think that I think for both of them, I was gonna say for the feet and the body, I would honestly recommend these. They are not super like the scrape off your skin, but they clean and they hydrate, and I actually like this product, believe it or not. So I hope you guys think this is a really cool video, and if you do, if you could hit that thumbs up button, the like button, and the little bell next to the subscribe button for notifications of new videos. Let's go ahead and just roll on over to the quote of the day. I love you all. Mwah. Thank you for supporting and watching my channel. I'm Christina Marie. I'm out. Bye.